welcome to Schulte's Sweeties YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 11, 7, and 5. And this is our 6th year homeschooling. So you've probably already seen my video of the planner that I did not love. So I will link that above. If you haven't seen it, you might want to see that to understand why I didn't love it. It was the Simple Planner from Mardell, and I switched it just a few months in. I felt a little guilty about it, but I am really loving what I've switched to, and already I did not love the other planner like as soon as I got it. So I wanted to share what I did purchase, and I will link everything below. I got it's probably gonna glare, I am so sorry, Homeschool Lesson Planning Minimalist Notebook from Schoolnest. And she has lots of little notebooks. You've probably seen them around. You've probably seen this on YouTube a lot as well. When I first looked at it, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like that. And that's why I went to the other planner. But I have kind of made it into like a little Frankenstein planner and did a few things to it, and it has turned out to be one of my favorite things. So what I first did was I got it, and it is in a binding similar to this, like the paperback binding. So what I did was I took it to Staples, waited a while, and they finally helped me and were able to cut off the binding, and I just paid $3 for that. I cut off the binding, and then that was all they did, and it worked out. There was a little bit that messed up a tiny bit, but it doesn't really bug me. But so when I came home, I got out my, I think it's the Happy Planner little disc punch, and I punched all of the pages myself. And then I also went and laminated, so that's why there's a glare, the front and back cover, just to make them a little more sturdy. Although the cover was so soft and I kind of didn't want to do it, but I knew that if I was doing it with this binding that I would need it to be a little thicker. So I went and used some discs that I had purchased for another planner. Actually, when I used the Plum paper planner, I used it with the disc binding. So I just did that, and that way, the reason why I wanted to do it this way is because there are certain things that I need to use for some record keeping for myself. Like I've created these like pages that I need to do for record keeping, and I am able to punch those in and just stick them right into my planner, and I love it. So I also at first used leftover tabs that I had from my Plum paper planner because they were pretty thick, but it almost added too much thickness to this, so I took those out, and I didn't really like how it was laid out. So what I did was I have these little tabs here. I created them. I bought them from like Amazon, and they're the Avery Tabs. They're just little stickers, and I like these because they don't stick very far into it. You can't hardly see it very well, but the sticker doesn't stick very far into it, so I like that, so I can still write and it's not taking up much space. So it's undated, so I had to go through and make my own calendar. In retrospect, I mean, maybe since I started it in September, maybe I should have started it in September and had this keep going, but I will probably switch again this next summer, so I just started it from July since that was when we start school. And there is like a couple blank pages in here. I haven't exactly figured out how I'm going to completely fill it all out. I'm going to write down different field trips that we're taking in each month. Let's see, those are our extra pages. Now, this is such a silly thing, but I like how they do attendance. I like it going down, and then I like being able to add it up because I am weird like that, and I just like to. So that's where I did the attendance sheet. There is, see, my other problem with the other planner was that there wasn't enough like where I could write out planning things. They just had their planning pages very weird. So they have a lot of curriculum overviews in here. There is book lists, which I like and I'm going to be using. And I always look at like Arlene's planners because Arlene and Company's planners, because she always does them beautiful. So like some of these pages, if I don't use them, I'm planning to do some different things, like some of the things similar to what she suggests that she does. And I might add in like a little world map so we can color in the countries that we're going through for our world geography. I like that they have these little curriculum progress pieces, because I liked crossing things out and making sure we're on track and things. And then it goes into the months. Like I said, I should have just probably started this in September, but I like having it back, and I probably will copy all the things from my other planner into here. So all of the month calendars are all in one space. So it's not divided, like it doesn't have this and then some weekly pages. It has all of the monthly calendars in here. So I've kind of gone through, we're busy. I've marked all of those through June. And then right after that is when we jump into these pages. So you have like this week and then a schedule. And I was like, what am I gonna do with this? I won't need this. But as we're starting actions and reactions from Guest Hollow and also Geography Junior from Guest Hollow, there is so much information that, and like so many options, but we aren't going to do it all. So what I've been doing is writing those things down here, and like maybe if there's some extra things in our schedule that I need to add in, I have been writing them there. And then I'll go, if I can turn the page, you go right into like your weekly plan. And I like to do the days of the week up at the top, and I like that there's there's 6 days. So I do Saturday and Sunday together because we don't do as much, but I do like to be able to write things down for the weekend. And then I do our subjects usually down here. And I like that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options there. So I could do all of the days of the week this way. I don't like to do it that way. So I have plenty of space in here, even though there's only like 4 lines, which kind of, I write big, so sometimes 4 lines per subject for 3 kids is not a lot. So I have to kind of get creative sometimes or write really small, which is not my normal, but I have really liked this. And I like that, so on the bottom, so I do like Bible, and then I do math and language arts, science, history, and then I usually do an extra page or extra section. But then down here, I've been doing like something, those are maybe our extras like French or gym class or things like that. So then down here is like if we have appointments or anything like that is what I've been adding in there, or like done like story time or things like that. So that's pretty much the planner. And then get to the back here. They have like a what's end of the year wrap up, and you can kind of what went well, what didn't go well, and work toward how you want to change things. So I also had these little, I don't know why I added them in, but I had extra from my old plum paper planner, and so I added those in since those were already, and I had an old, I think this was from a Happy Planner like add-on or something, so I added this folder in because there's always little things that you need to stick in. And I had a plastic little pocket thing as well. I don't know if I'll even use those, but I just thought, hey, I have these and I can switch them easily. That's one thing, like you reuse things from old planners when you have it like disc bound like that. And so I like being able to add and take things out if I need to. So that is how I have changed my Schoolnest planner and how I am using it and loving it.